Hello, dear friends. Some say that I contradict myself, but the news is as contradictory as life itself, because the suffering of the crisis and the hope in the signs of positive change go together. Crisis means transformation, and there is no rose without a thorn, no childbirth without pain. Opinion piece. Financial revolution. 97% of banks go QFS. Real-time gross settlement. The world economy is in disarray. Russia is moving closer to a gold standard. A United Continental Dollar has been created. New financial system based on sovereignty. Cyber attacks are expected worldwide. Let's start. According to intelligence sources, 97 of the top 100 central banks would be in the process of becoming fully functional in the QFS RTGS, Instant Settlement System, launched last week, and the other 82 smaller central banks would also be connected. There are a total of 179 central banks listed, with about 80 more, which are also connected, when continuing the regional monetary authorities among the 209 countries. RTGS stands for Real-Time Gross Settlement, which is an interbank transfer system in which transactions are carried out continuously and processed individually without delay due to pooling. It allows the recipient to gain access to the transferred funds quickly and securely. The process of this system is opposed to offsetting debits against credits at the end of the day. There comes a new financial system based on sovereignty and trade that returns financial control back to the people, called the Quantum Financial System, QFS, whose benefits include protecting all parties against corruption, usury, and manipulation within the banking system, and ensuring that banks are monitored and protected in relation to their agreement to the funds transfer process. The World Trade Organization is interested in the Central Bank of Iraq finally approving the application of ISO 20022 certification for financial transparency. Venezuela and Iraq lagged behind and had to acknowledge compliance and acceptance by the end of the month. At that time, they would be initiating revaluation with or without them. Russia is moving closer to the gold standard. It is working to link the price of the ruble to bullion and other commodities, says the Security Council. Russia experts are working on a project to create a two-secret monetary and financial system in the country. The project involves the provision of the Russian currency with gold and a range of goods representing monetary value. The exchange rate of the ruble will correspond to its real purchasing power parity. Sovereign nations are switching from the World Bank's fiat or SWIFT system to China's gold and asset-backed ZIPS system. A United Continental Dollar has been created as the national currency. As national currency, not the national currency. This currency was created for the same original purpose as Bitcoin: economic freedom for every humankind. Cyber attacks. First, cyber attacks are expected all over the world. According to Storm Rider, Elon Musk has enough technology to take over the internet. When the Starlink command is activated, it entrenches itself in every corner of the internet, duplicates the entire system, and transfers all data and control to the new quantum system. Starlink has the power to capture the entire internet. According to Gene Decode, People don't understand how huge it was that they deleted pages of Facebook code. They did multiple redundancies all at once and deleted the same code everywhere on Earth at the same time. That was a massive operation. Gas lines in Europe are battling an unnamed cyber attack. 5. Imagine 5,000 ships on the ocean moving 90% of the world trade and food. Almost all are digitally controlled. One ship can disrupt global shipping lines for 3 to 11 months. 6. On April 27, there was a partial internet outage in some French cities after fiber optic cables were cut in the Paris region and eastern France. This happened after riots broke out when Macron was declared the supposed winner of the 2022 election. Optimism. First, according to Charlie Ward, this week is very important, in quotes. It's all happening behind the scenes. The dark side is collapsing. It seems the media was pushing a narrative of Russia starting a nuclear war. This was propaganda to scare those who lacked common sense. Question Vincent Kennedy. Would you lose billions in net worth to become president? Be attacked from all angles? Most billionaires would opt to simply lobby politicians from the sidelines and get rich. It takes courage to go against the dark side. Teamwork. Third, it's time. They underestimated us all. They thought their plan would have worked in the details and everyone would have knelt to their will. They were terribly wrong. They will never change who we really are. God's creation. Tic-tac. Today will be a new day. Sign it, Donald Trump. Fourth, according to James Gilliland, in quotes, there is a lot of double-speak and deception with politicians and corporate-sponsored mainstream news. They are the dividers of race, religion, and gender. They will be held accountable. They are not frequency specific to the ascension process and are devolving in a downward spiral, ultimately ending in their own demise. They are currently in free fall. Enjoy the show, be safe, be of service, and do your best to operate under universal law with impeccable integrity. Your future and the future of Earth depend on it. The crisis continues. First, food and fuel prices skyrocketed worldwide. Second, the CEO of Goya Foods warned that we are on the brink of a global food crisis. Third, Russia extended fertilizer export restrictions and stopped supplying gas to Bulgaria, Poland, and gas buyers who do not pay in rubles. As a result, gas prices in Europe rose by 24%. Fourth, David Stockman talks about the coming stock market crash of biblical proportions. 5. On Tuesday, water utility officials in Southern California declared an emergency situation related to water shortages for the first time in history. 6. According to Whiplash 347, when the storm hits, prices will skyrocket before the crash to 1955 prices. It will be brief. Fill up your car today. 7. Christine Lagarde said in August that the European Central Bank still had room to cut rates if necessary. However, she added that this could pose a challenge to financial stability in Europe. More and more banks are passing on negative interest rates to depositors, and this is undermining senior and pensions. Supply crisis. First, several towns in Poland are left without gas supply after the sanctions. Second, Hungary confirms that it will pay for gas and oil in rubles to Russia. Third, the European Commission takes the first step to freeze funds to Hungary. 4. 4 European gas buyers made payments in rubles to Russia. 5. Several European traders have started paying for Russian gas in rubles. 6. The European Union asks gas companies not to give in to Russia's demand for rubles. 7. Von der Leyen threatens sanctions against countries that agree to pay in rubles. 8. Payments in rubles for Russian gas break the unity of the European Union. 9. Russia will cut gas supplies to Poland and Bulgaria until payment demands are met. 10. Brussels assures that the European Union would be prepared for possible gas cuts from Russia. 11. Italy insists on paying for Russian gas in euros. 12. Germany promises to continue gas payments in euros. 13. The German government revises downward its economic growth for 2022. 14. Texas crude oil rises 3.2% to close at $101.70 a barrel. 15. U.S. offers reward for information on 6 Russians accused of cyber attack. Rumors of war. First, German lawmakers approve sending heavy weapons to Ukraine. Second, US and Russia exchange prisoners in the midst of diplomatic crisis. Third, the Russian army advances in the east and occupies several localities. Fourth, Putin warns against interference and Russia destroys Western arsenal in Ukraine. Economics. The euro continues its downward slide. Second, the euro falls to 1.05, a 5-year low. Third, Lagarde hints at an interest rate hike in the summer. Fourth, sterling continues to fall. 5. Gold bulls look to take advantage of recession fears in Europe. 6. Rising sunflower oil prices hit hoteliers. Spain and the Americas. First, Algeria threatens to break the gas contract with Spain if it reopens the gas pipeline with Morocco. Second, Brussels agrees a plan with Spain and Portugal to lower the energy bill. Third, the agreement with Brussels pits electricity companies against the Spanish government. 4. The European Union approves Spanish aid plan for milk producers. 5. Espionage scandal provokes a clash in the Spanish Congress. 6. More New York City apartment renters are moving out rather than pay higher rates. 7. Protests return to the streets of Colombia 1 year after the social outbreak. 8. Colombian military admits killing innocent peasants. 9. Colombia and the European Union will deepen their cooperation after implementing an environmental agreement. 10. Mexico will meet with Argentina, Bolivia and Chile after nationalizing lithium. 11. Cuba's central bank will authorize digital asset service providers. 12. Asia. First, China seeks to control the global supply chain for electric cars. Second, China cuts coal import tariffs to 0 to increase supply. Third, India struggles to move Russian oil to Asia. 4. Zimbabwe cracks down on mobile money to discourage dollar adoption. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.